Antoine, can Zion be an instant NBA star? Why are you laughing? Because we've anointed him already?
I don't think you can throw that word around too loosely, Hall of Famer.
The Hall of Famer is the first level of Zion praise that I have to get
How
off
about
the
let's get the All-Star first?
Okay. Well, so how? So
we know he's going to get drafted, so that's not a problem. Let's get the All-Star first.
How long do you think, it's a generous question, how long until he becomes, in your eyes, an all-star caliber player in this league? Like, how much of an instant impact as a rookie can he have?
It's going to be very difficult for him because I look at the top teams that he could possibly go to. When you look at the Knicks, they got their Knicks, are they going to wait to rebuild and say we're going to build around Zion if we get the one pick when they made this cap space to be able to sign two top big-time free agents? You look at Cleveland, maybe Cleveland may be a situation where they can build around him, and the Chicago Bulls. I think the Phoenix Suns got their star already, and Devin Booker. So I don't think you're going to change it up too much because you already got Devin Booker. The thing with Zion is that he needs to play with a great point guard. None of those teams up front have a good point guard right now. With his athletic ability, I know he can dribble and handle, but he's going to have to play with a great point guard that's going to be able to spoon-feed him, get him out on the break, get him out and use his athletic ability. It's going to take a while for him to get a jump shot. We know he struggles a little bit to make the college three. He does make a few, but when you're talking about making NBA threes, and he's kind of a positionless player. I mean, what position he's going to guard at the next level? I don't know if he's going to guard fours, he's going to guard threes. It's going to be a learning curve for him. I don't know if he can play at 285 in the league.
Why couldn't he?
Because it depends on where he guards at. It depends on where he guards at. It's a difference. 82 games. It's totally different. I think you got to look at the position and do you want to guard LeBron James or do you want to guard Draymond Green?
Well, so the one thing I'd say for Zion is I don't think he has any reason that I can tell to change his body. It's not slowing him down. It's not hurting his explosiveness. Now, if you want to argue he's more...
That's not a reason.
Well, it's...
And when you have an unusual body, if he was 155 pounds, what would we be saying?
Well, of course, we would say he's going to get pushed around.
So now we have a guy that we've never seen someone at that weight, and we know the wear and tear. Both of us know from playing that there is an ideal weight, and young players don't know that. So if we approached them, been like, you don't know what you don't know, but getting in the best shape of your life. If he got into the best shape of his life, this is what I'm going to say. He don't have to lose weight. But I'm going to get you into the Pat Riley shape. Now, what weight are you going to be at if I get you in the Pat Riley shape?
And the point that I was leading to is if someone can show him or show me that he is going to be less likely to be injured or he's going to be more likely to be able to sustain the 82 games if he does either lose some weight
I'll put him on a body fat test and immediately it would tell him.
Sure. And so in that case, then I think there's a reason to adjust accordingly. But we have rookies, not every year, but most years, that come in and they're instantly really good NBA players. This year we have two really good NBA players as rookies, and DeAndre Ayton's close. Luke is outstanding. Now, he might be a different category because he played professionally since he was 15 years old. But Trae Young doesn't have anything close to an NBA body yet, and his skill set has made him an above-average NBA point guard right now. Why can't Zion come into the league?
It depends what team drafts him and what the fit. It's about the fit, and I believe it's about the coach. I like him. If the Knicks get the one pick, I like him. I think David Fizdale, he's coached LeBron James. He's been assistant coach with Dwayne Wade. So he's been around stars. He knows what it takes in the everyday grind to get better. If he gets to a situation where they're rebuilding, the Chicago Bulls don't have a coach right now, really.
Right.
You get to that situation, you can get lost in those shuffles. So we may have to wait. Which organization is going to wait? He's definitely going to sell seats. He's going to be must-see TV. People are going to want to see him play because of his athletic ability and his ability to dominate a game. But it's going to be different to say he's going to be, people put out their Hall of Fame. Let's get to the league first. Let's be an all-star first. Once he's accomplished that and let's establish himself on the team, then you can start thinking about down the line how good he can be.
Yeah, I think that the two rookies you talk about, I think that their size and everything, let's go with Trae first. He's in a league now that you can have movement, freedom of movement. They changed the rules. And his dribbling skills. But if they hadn't changed the rules, he would have struggled more.
Sure.
Luka is a freak. He can shoot the ball, he can dribble the ball, and he's 6'7".
Right.
I mean, so as a point guard, yes, the size always matters. Now, he's playing in the era where he's able to be helped by the rules. Zion, man, Zion doesn't know that playing in 82 games, the amount of energy that he's going to have to exert. So there's so many things that I believe he is going to be a star because he plays defense well. He's a good help defender. He's got a long way to come. He's not a post defender. Like, right. I don't see him playing good post defense.
That's what I say. You don't know what position he's going to play or what he's going to be.
Yeah,
at.
But the point you say as far as him having a point guard, especially when someone that can get him the ball offensively in the spot where he wants to be able to get the ball, a coaching staff that's going to allow him to get up and down. Well, to realize that, man, I need to allow him to get up and down before the defense sets itself against him.
And you said about Trae Young, they traded for Trae Young, and they built the offense that they said Atlanta was like, we're going to start shooting threes.
Yep.
That's the style we want to play. They did that. Now, are these organizations going to do that for Zion?
Yes.
You believe that?
Yes, I think you get Zion.
You think the Knicks take Zion?
Hold on. The Knicks are the one team that I would say could trade the pick because the Knicks think they're getting Kevin Durant and somebody. Okay. So set the Knicks aside almost because they're not the typical team that's in the lottery.
What if the Bulls get him?
Then he's their best player, and they build around him. If the Suns get him, he will be a better NBA player than Devin Booker. Devin Booker is supposed to be a number 2 in this league, not a number 1.
I don't know. When you score 50 in the NBA, it's hard to say what he's going to be.
I understand. Listen, Devin Booker.
Well, I'm sorry,
70. He scored 70 previously, and he scored 50 in the 30-point loss the other night. Of course. But what Zion will have, and this is the part that so take Trae and Luke outside of it. He can have the impact Blake Griffin did as a rookie. Blake Griffin also hadn't played 80-some games. All these college guys have to deal with that part of it. And Blake, now he had a redshirt year, so if we want to give him inflated stats because of that, that's fine. But his first year in the NBA, he averaged 23 and 12.
I love that comparison. But Blake Griffin's best years were with what point guard?
Eventually, he was with Chris Paul, but he didn't need Chris Paul immediately.
I know. I just said he needs a point guard with him eventually.
Every era I've watched the NBA, if you can get above the rim and you can dunk, you can highlight with Julius Erving into Michael Jordan and others, you're always going to be a star. So no matter where he goes, he's going to be able to dunk the basketball. So he's going to have young fans, middle-aged fans, old fans liking him because that is a style that makes people stars and has been for years and years and years.
To the point guard point, the ideal spot for him is Atlanta. Because they have their point guard in Trae. Trae creates some of the spacing. They play fast. That's the best spot for him. But I think he's a star anywhere he goes.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.